EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It's the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. We saw a lot of great golf on day number one, but as we inch closer, Frank, with those 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs, that pressure begins to ratchet up.
It would have to, Rich, with that golden ticket coming into this week, and that's a chance to play on the PGA Tour. But for the time being, let's look at the way they're playing right now. We are seeing some players play at the top of their game.
Seems to like it. Headed for the back part of the green. Birdie shot up next. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Frank, what do you think of the seventh?
Interesting par 4 for two reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole. He's winding this one up. You have the power.
Look at all the power in the foil.
Huge for the capital A.
Moved a long ways.
So that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
No. Why? Can you hear it?
Frank, you've been there. What's the best way to approach this next shot at the 7th hole?
There's a lot of mounding on this 7th green, to the right and the left. You can use those mounds to kick the ball to the flag.
A smart shot, Frank. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding putt.
It's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
Mark that as a birdie on the card. Frank, 17 here at TPC Sawgrass gets all the attention when you look at the par threes, justifiably so. But number 8 is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is longest of the 4 par threes. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
Flagstick from that man. Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions, and that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Now the second shot to the par 5. The third shot here at the 9th, Frank.
Another very narrow green, not that dissimilar to the first hole. There's a high portion on the left and a low portion on the right.
Seems to like it. Headed for the green. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
That's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Clean this up with a tap. Sinks the putt for birdie. Hole number 11, 558 yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
That's in the fairway.
Second shot. That's an absolute beauty.
All right, Frank, the 11th is a reachable. What's the right strategy?
Well, it feels like that green should be about another 30 or 40 yards to the right, Rich. Makes the player aim left. And it's such a narrow green, but it's worth the risk.
That will be a great look at birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you get in Scotland with a wedge, where you just see the top of the flagstick, and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. And getting ready for the putt. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed. Well, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
Just the birdie after that beautiful shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Score that a birdie. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Just pulverized that golf ball. That's a good spot right there.
Synced up.
Wow, Frank, that was an absolute bomb right there.
Yeah, what's longer than long? Because we just saw it.
Just a pure strike. Perfect result. We'll have a good look at birdie now. It's a big putt right here for birdie. No problems there.
He keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, you're one behind. Sunday afternoon, you're trying to win one of the game's great championships. Is this a spot that you love as a competitor, the 16th hole of par 5, with a chance to make a lot of noise?
It's a spot you cannot hide from, Rich, because you know exactly there. If you haven't looked at a scoreboard, you can feel it from the atmosphere.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Good lie in the fairway. Good chance to make something happen here. Web.com Tour Championship, fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and this is a chance to pinpoint some of the stars of tomorrow. Guys like Tony Finau, and then there's Adam Hadwin from Canada, and there are a few others, Frank, that I know you're really impressed with.
Well, this is really where the talent's coming from, Rich. Over 400 wins on the PGA Tour have come from people that have graduated from the Web.com series, and really what we're seeing now is people from all sorts of different countries as well. And what I'm surprised about is the youth of these players. A lot of these players aren't even 21 years of age. They could still be in college. But they're so close to actually, they're on the precipice of joining golf's greatest stage.
I know you're talking about a player like Justin Thomas who comes out of Alabama. Carlos Ortiz from Mexico. These guys can really go. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That's incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Or yesterday, continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, that steady play continues.
Rock solid. Excellent approach shot.
To win the Web.com Tour Championship. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
Where we start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high-quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Thirteenth hole is where the action is right now. Let's take you there. As we catch up with today's featured golfer, just been holding steady all day long, Frank.
A solid round of golf. 4 of these will certainly bode well come the end of the week.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Still playing even for the day after the par. Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, it's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky.
Always so nice, Frank, when that gleaming white golf ball is sitting up on those emerald fairways, the way this one is.
The game almost appears easy when one is playing their second shot from the middle of the fairway. And you quickly forget how difficult it can be. You look left or right, the game becomes much harder.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Par 4 15th measuring in at 468 yards. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good, clean contact, a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. That's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. 3rd place now.
Now the par 5 16th, dog leg, and it's at 600 yards, so a little bit of an advantage to the big bomber, Frank.
Yeah, they can almost take a big chunk out of this hole by going down the left side. If you can take that bunker out of play, then that's a big hit to get past that. Then all of a sudden, shortest point between 2 places is a straight line. You've really reduced this hole into something closer to 570 yards. an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
And he's setting over the putt.
Very impressive and on the move right now. Well, well, well. Here we are. Famous Alcatraz.
This is straight at it.
That's a really good line. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just a couple of feet. Methodically starting to climb the leaderboard now. 4 under par for the tournament with yet another birdie. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. Because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You're allowed to move that flag manually 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Frank, you can feel the momentum shifting.
You can. It might look tight at the top at the moment, but you definitely get the impression we're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there. Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, we're not at the beach, we're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, then just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
I like the looks of this one. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Close to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Frank, this looks like a fun hole. The first par 5 of the day, 535-yard fifth.
Yeah, as long as you've got something that doesn't go left off the tee shot and doesn't go right off the second shot, you'll be fine.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Frank, that's the biggest roar I've heard all week long. Was an eagle roar.
For good reason, not just an eagle too. All of a sudden, back in contention.
Oh, this is 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen, and whatever religion that you subscribe to, you better say a prayer before this one.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Birdie try up next.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it.
Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green, so it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance. That really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number. Something that you've got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
Generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. Just for birdie. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a 3-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Now the second shot to the par 5.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament.
Frank, the 9th hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one. Surely not.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. And now the second shot here at this par 5. You can't hide the flag stick from that one.
It was just unbelievable, that never deviated offline.
It's an eagle. Well, Frank, how about this 255-yard par 3/6?
Yeah, there's a bit of a bailout area, sort of short and left, but the only thing really going in the player's favour, it is a big green, 51 yards in depth. So you want to sort of do the maths in reverse, 255, take away 50, 205 front, doesn't sound as daunting.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good-looking birdie.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a little tap in here.
Dwindling the holes down. Players are fine right now.
We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. Just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Frank, this is obviously a green light situation.
It is, because of the tee shot. A smart layup here gives you the chance to go straight at the swale.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, so.
Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Continues to roll it very well all day long.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side. And then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And he's setting over the top. Hard putt. Smooth, beautiful roll.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 9, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on. What do you mean by that? How does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you have options, obviously. One is to hit it down that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it out down the left side. But then you're almost giving into the hole, like you're accepting you're going to make bogey if you're lucky. So in the end, you're forced to go back to option A, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side.
This one's looking good. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Score that. Birdie. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
I think that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, they had to fly 300. It's close to 310. Safely on deck.
And that's how you play the game, right there.
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday.
Good putt. Here we go now, the final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That one drops for a birdie.
Well, we've arrived at Alcatraz, the signature hole here at PGA West.
This one looks right on point.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
No problems there.
He keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards. But again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's 3 groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with. Repetitive is often what sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only in the course today, but all week long.